Mark, John. I think we've gotten better at that actually.
We need to just start making up new things all together every time.
Ignore that. Zoloft. Zoltan.
No, Zoloft.
Zoloft?
Yeah.
I don't know why I came up with that.
Zolofty. Put a Y.
Zolofty.
Zolofty.
All right. So
Zolofty.
we did this game as well a little bit, and then the music was way too loud.
No complaints, but that means you don't get to hear us doing our beautiful, beautiful commentary.
I mean, I'm sure the game has great music and stuff.
Oh, well, don't you worry about talking about that. I'll be talking about that plenty.
Don't you
forget about me.
Worry about that.
What? Don't do that.
Don't.
I love this opening sequence.
It's very pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
they
good pixel art?
How did they? Is this what they used to advertise like the game at first? Or
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so my history with this game is that I hated it for like a while because it ran at 30 frames per second and it bothered the living shit out of me, so I could not play it. I bought it and I actually Steam refunded it because I didn't want to play it ever. And my friends yelled at me because they were like, "But it's such a good game." I'm like, yeah, but like runs at 30 frames per second. And then they patched it to run at 60. And now I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It is a pretty good game.
Those are some pretty weird big men over there.
People got mad at me, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll accept that I was being a little ridiculous. That's all well and good. But, like, I don't know. There's no reason to, like... If you have an opinion, just stick to it, I guess. That's my thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I just didn't... I like a fast-paced game like this, and also I was kind of getting used to, like, how... things were a little bit strange with like when you attack an enemy and then like they don't necessarily always telegraph when they're gonna counterattack, which really bothered me.
I have to stop you right in this scene. I first saw this and lost my shit because it looks so fucking cool. It looks so nice.
It is pretty cool, yeah.
Sorry, continue your points. I just wanted to point it out.
Yeah, it's a cool opening scene. That's definitely a cool thing. I want a sword really badly, by the way.
Like that one?
Yeah. I want a glowing space sword like that so badly.
Could you honestly imagine... Hello, I am Doggo. Yes. Could you imagine this running on the NES, like the Super Nintendo?
No.
I feel like it could have. To a little bit of a lesser extent. But I feel like it could have with the pixel art.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the pixel art that makes that makes the NES run worse, I guess. It's hard to... I guess it's like the range of colors they had available to them.
Oh,
as well.
To that extent, I could see what you mean. Like, they couldn't do, like, this vibrant of a look, you know?
Well, they kind of could, but, like, it's more difficult, and they have to use some weird tricks to do it, and... the fidelity of the sprites wasn't necessarily what they were worried about.
Yeah.
Because it didn't take that much more processing power. It was more of a concern how many things were on screen, less so the quality of the things on screen, I guess. But
yeah,
sometimes it was back. Like that's like way back though, that it started to matter. Like when Mario first came out, they couldn't have done like super high res sprites or anything.
Yeah.
And it's also the nature of the resolution itself. Like the size of the TVs and stuff made it look pixelated, even if the sprites might have been not so.
Yeah, I guess
necessarily.
This is just such a beautiful game.
Trying to pick item.
This is very much so like Jotun.
Jotun.
Jotun. It's a game I've been playing with the girlfriend, and it's a tight game. I know I've talked about it a lot, but this reminds me a lot of it. The puzzle solving is incredible. I'm just amazed at the fact that a lot of games have had this kind of a setup and have done so well. Even if it's like all of the games are just so repetitive. I mean, it's the games like this one. You could almost put like a whole bunch of these side by side, and you see like, oh, the gameplay is pretty much the same. Maybe a couple of different puzzles here and there, a different couple of different tricks here and there. but
You're saying the games themselves?
the gameplay itself is very similar. You know what I mean?
Like
there's-
between these games? I
Yeah.
disagree wholeheartedly. I'd say like even a game that looks similar to this, like Titan Souls,
Yeah.
is a completely different experience. Like the way that it's played, how you interact with the world, etc., etc.
Yeah. I feel like this is just the 2D version of Fury.
Fury is technically 2D.
Dude, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
Fury-
still don't buy it.
Fury is just basically swords, guns, and doing the dodgy thing with the shifting. That's just what it's the mechanics of it are the same. Just the combat is very different. Where
Yeah.
Fury is very combat centric as opposed to this being very exploratory.
I actually don't think. I mean, I haven't gotten that far, but from what I've experienced, this game is not that exploratory. There's like some hidden things, but like for the most part, it's not like it's pretty decently linear from what I can tell, anyway. But it might be linear in the way that Dark Souls is linear, where you can take like 100 different paths in the same area and find a bunch of different items and secrets and stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen that yet.
Yeah.
But it could very well be the case.
Did the developers ever explain like the story behind this or like what
This?
happened? Or yeah, the game.
I have no fucking idea. If you
Yeah.
asked me the Dark Souls plot, I could tell you. But
Oh, I know that. Yeah, you've told us in depth. Hey, it's the pretty city.
who's so pretty?
So I'm guessing you can go to the city eventually.
Also, it wasn't locked at 30 frames per second. Well, it was, but I felt like all the animations and stuff were done at 24, which is like kind of an industry standard, for lack of a better word. Even though 24 is like real bad,
Yeah.
because it's different. When basically the reason why 2D games have a hard time with animating at high frame rates is because like you have to basically make sprites for every single frame. So jumping from 30 frames per second to 60 is twice as many frames.
Yeah.
You have to literally draw twice as much if you're hand drawing the sprite art and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why games like Shovel Knight are so impressive, because like, my god, they're really well animated and have it's very smooth, meaning they had probably more than 60 frames per second going into every single animation frame, because they probably wanted to smooth it out by having even more
Yeah.
than just the norm, which is really cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
That's a shitload of work, but good for them.
Mm-hmm. It's a strange game, by the way, Shovel Knight.
It's a good game though.
Oh yeah, I've been playing that a lot lately.
Shovel Knight?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, didn't you get it on
DOS Wii U. Yeah.
the Wii U?
Yeah, and again, with the girlfriend, I've been playing it. She has the amiibo, so she has all the cool items. But the problem is that the bosses are twice as hard.
But they're not that hard to begin with.
Well, they're not twice as hard, but they have twice as much life. So,
But they're not that hard to begin with.
yeah, but see, you're a much stronger player than I am. So it takes a lot more getting used to for a game, for me, than it does for you.
I beat Shovel Knight pretty fast, I guess.
Yeah. This is very much so like Titan Souls.
It is. It is very reminiscent of a Titan Souls.
Which one came first?
Titan Souls. I know this came out after because I played Titan Souls first, and Titan Souls was before any of it. It was like a it was like a game on the on an indie platform where they only had like 4 bosses or something, and they were like showing off the concept of Titan Souls, and then it became like its own like fresh thing where people were like, "Whoa, this is a really cool idea. Why don't they make it into a full game?" And then the developer was like, "All right, let's make it a full game."
There you go.
It was made for a game jam, which is like they get so many hours and they just submit a game at the end of the day or whatever. The game jam was for you only get one, or was the theme of it.
Uh-huh.
So I thought that was mildly interesting
Interesting.
for someone who doesn't know where Titan Souls came from or like how that happened. But it was kind of cool because they wanted to like, oh, let's make Dark Souls, but with the theme of you only get one, which was the arrow that you get. Why did I do that?
That's something else. I just could not imagine.
Yeah, it
Plus,
was.
the
It
art-
got a lot of press too.
Yeah, well, the artwork for that game is beautiful. The boss designs and everything is just so well done.
Oh yeah,
You
for
know.
shizzle.
I played through, I think I want to say 7 or 8 bosses with Steven. And it's like you are a much stronger player at those things than I am. But like I was having trouble, but I was having so much fun. You've seen me when I get upset at games.
Yeah,
Like I get upset, but I don't quit. I do not quit.
we saw that with Cluster Truck.
Cluster Truck, and we're going back to that. I promise you. We're going to be playing that again because I do not wish to quit. I'm going to beat that thing.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Plus, I think people are going to really laugh at what the hell how my reactions were.
maybe.
I want to bring back the scat, dude. Scat is great.
All right,
bring
whatever
that
you're
back.
into, man. I'm
It
not gonna
is.
judge you.
Scatting is great. There's a band called Caravan Palace.
I've heard of them.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
They are good,
Are
especially
they
live.
like electro swing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a song in their first album. What's going on here?
There's a big old monster man.
There's a big old dingle dongle. Where the fuck? Where the fuck?
We did the monster mash. We did the mash. We did the mash.
Sorry, what was I saying? I completely forgot.
Scat.
Yeah, so there's a Caravan Palace did this thing called it's the Ninja Dudes. Where it's called Star Scat, and they basically did a guy doing scat, but they did it with a voice changer.
Okay.
So it's just some guy going but they did this thing where they did like Daft Punk styling, where they had like they put a robotic voice on it,
Neato.
and it's mixed, and it's so cool. It
Neato
sounds
burrito.
so neat. And of course, like the entire time, it's just so good, and especially live, the guy behind the DJ, like the behind the guy who makes the beats, his table on the front has like a little robot face.
Yeah.
So when he was doing the Star Scat, which is
Star Scat.
is the name of the song. When he was doing the scat, the robot face was lighting up in rhythm with him.
That's pretty cool.
So it would light up whenever he spoke something. So, like it would just bada 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 bada, like it would light up at the same exact moments that he was putting any kind of audio into the mic. So well done.
That's really neat.
Uh-huh.
I would listen to that, probably. Hey, can
Yeah.
you not cough up blood? Thanks. That'd be
Why
nice.
why is it that he was doing that
I
again?
don't know. Because he's a demon man, probably.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. The darkness was inside him all along. If that's the plot of this game, I'm going to be a little mad, but it's okay. Not everyone can be creative. But if they did, kudos to them. We'll see.
Yeah.
I suppose we might find out.
You did not get this far last time, did you?
Yeah, I'm moving faster.
Yeah, last time you were getting used to the game again.
Well, I mean, it's also been like a couple weeks since we did anything.
That's true. You and I have had like a good 2-week break since any kind of session was done.
Well, yeah, it's also like Christmas and New Year's and all that shit.
Yeah. Dated episode.
Well, today's literally New Year's, but like, fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, let's be real though. People are gonna know that we've been recording episodes prior to this, because that was all we talked about. Like the podcasts are done after we record a session of like 7 to 10 episodes.
yeah.
So
Yes, Cerritos.
I forgot the slogan. I was gonna do the Cerritos logo.
Yes,
slogan.
Cerritos, Auto Square. Ba-doo-ba.
I love that.
Like, dude, if you can get your friend to make us like a Seinfeld intro, but like our own thing. What? I didn't even think I could fall off of platforms. 'Cause
Oh,
I've just
that's
been
right.
Mindlessly clicking this whole time.
I'll talk to him. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I'll do that for sure.
Yeah, get him to make us a weird Seinfeld Mark John intro. I would be a huge fan of that.
Well, with, like having like background choir girls, not choir girls, but like having a background like doo-wop thing going on. Mark John, like they do that.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Mark John. Just there you go. Leave it at that.
Dude, that'd be sick.
It'd be so tight.
Make it 2 seconds so I don't have to do any editing.
Mark John. That's it. Right there.
March on.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. Don't.
Oh shit! I shot.
Oh,
Oh shit! I shot.
Oh shot! I shit.
Oh
Oh shot! I shit! I shat! I shot.
Whoa! Careful there, Mister. You're tinkering with forces you don't even know.
It looks like a bear.
I'm a bear.
You see that bear? He's like holding a fire. It's a bear.
I'm a bear.
I have a friend whose dog is named Bear. Baer. Bear.
Our cat's name is Bear.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
He's a little all black cat.
That's awesome.
He's really cute. He also tried to fuck his sisters, but that's a
There's a couple of details I was not quite sure I needed to know.
Well, I mean, you asked about Bear. You didn't actually, but
No,
I'm
I
gonna say
didn't.
you did. Fucking Bear.
This is such a very unique game. It just feels like a giant map game. That's all it is.
This is not Europa Universalis 4. That's maps.
Is this linear? This is not linear. This game is not linear, is it?
It's mildly linear, I think.
Well, I mean, it almost feels like
No, I'm dodging you, mister.
it almost feels like original Legend of Zelda, where you're just kind of like wandering around doing whatever the fuck you want to do.
But, like, I think the other two paths are closed to start the game. I'm not sure, maybe.
That would be cheap. That would be cheapy cheap.
Cheap.
Oh, is this a boss?
I don't think so. Wow, I'm getting wrecked. I don't even want to heal. If I die, I die.
Beat that boy.
Wrecked. What? They explode?
Now you know.
That's some bootylicious.
Bootylicious.
You heard me.
This game.
It's weird how he just, like, woke up like that.
I know.
I wonder if there's a reason for that. You see, they don't... Like, they telegraph their attacks, but the telegraphing is very light.
What do you mean by light?
Like, fucking... The exploding things is bullshit, first of all. Heal, I guess.
you might want to heal that, yeah. Dude, what are these things?
Oh, that's some bullshit. They got all staggered. You know what? Fuck you.
Oh.
That
Very
thing's gonna
nice.
explode. I'm so mad about the thing exploding.
Can you just heal any time?
I only have one more healing item.
Oh, I see. I see what's happening. What the fuck?
Well, you know what? You know what they say. When you're going through hell, just keep going. Wow.
This is such a wonderful game, though. I actually ended up buying the soundtrack.
To this game?
Mm-hmm. It's on Bandcamp. One of the best music apps ever. He died.
This game sucks.
Is this gonna be a one-off now? You don't want to like get to the end of this?
Yeah, this game sucks. I give up. No, I'm just fucking with you.
All right. Well,
I just have to figure out the combat. It's just annoying. Like, I don't know. Does it just want me to... Never mind. Alright, well, just fucking keep walking then.
excuse me. Pardon me, fire. Yes, thank you. Yes, please.
How are we doing on time?
Oh, we're good, dude. We're good.
You know what? That fire can suck my dick.
Yeah, you know it did, and then you got six degree burns on your dick. It's not good for you. Oh, you're being smart about the combat. Good job.
Okay, yeah, just block my fucking path, you...
Hey, it's okay. For
Ass
some
hat.
reason, nobody's there. Kill them. Kill them all.
How did... You know what?
You
Fuck
did it. You did it. You did it. Hey, next time.
dicks.
Let's get out of here. We'll go next time on Hyperlight Drifter with Legacy of Mark John. Hey. No, we gotta do this legit now. You ready?
Okay. Mark John? I don't know where I was supposed to come in there. Anyway, thank you guys. See you later.